What's good, everyone? Just getting after it for another early morning. Earning that sunrise once again. You know what it is. I hope all you guys out there are continuing on this journey, creating better individuals to be able to give back to your dogs, creating better individuals to be able to give back to your family units. Now, I wanted to speak to you about the importance of bearing your own weight behind your personal set of responsibilities. Bearing your own weight when it comes to the accountability that you keep to your own personal conduct. Because that accountability, that's on you. To carry your own weight behind your own personal set of responsibilities, that's on you. It's important to understand because there's so many individuals out there that literally live through that victim mentality and the entitlement of expecting others to bear that weight for them. Because they have conditioned their minds and they've allowed their minds to be conditioned to thinking it's okay and that it's acceptable to live through the negotiation of all their excuses of, oh, this is difficult, oh, this is hard, oh, but you don't understand. You know what it is. We've all heard it before. We've all shared that side in one way, shape or form. But this is why it's so important to be able to attach self-awareness to this, so that we can make sure that we're not one of these individuals. Because no matter who you are, have a think about it. Don't you think your family members, don't you think your friends, don't you think your peers, all these other individuals around you, you don't think that they don't have responsibilities to be able to keep to themselves? That they don't have a set of responsibilities that they need to bear the weight of? What, you think you're the only individual that has to bear the weight of your own personal conduct? No, every single individual out there has that. And just because you may see someone else doing good, doesn't mean that they're not bearing their own weight. As a matter of fact, they're doing good because they do bear their own weight and they don't expect others to do everything for them. They have a different mindset. They have a different mentality attached to who they are. This is why you get these individuals that are out there that are competent, that understand the importance of making things happen and getting things done. You know, the only individuals that should be, you know, getting babied and really taken care of are actually young children and babies. I even say this, once you're a teenager, it's up to you to bear the weight of your own personal conduct. It's up to you to start bearing the weight of your own personal responsibilities. Where do you think that transition happens? You need to understand this for what it is. Because if you do not learn to conduct yourself behind this, you're going to be one of those individuals that just puts all that baggage and all your weight onto those around you. And look, I understand sometimes we need a bit of help, but that's okay. But if you're one of these individuals that just excuses and negotiates with every reason to why you validate your excuses, to every reason why your negative desires that lead into negative vices are excusable. You're one of those individuals that are going to be stuck and trapped behind that negativity. And your life ain't going to change until you understand the concept of bearing the weight of your own personal conduct, of bearing the weight of your own personal set of responsibilities. And have a think about it. Once you start to do this, don't you think it has the ability to be able to push the trajectory of your own existence and your own life into something positive? Because if no one's told you before, I'll be the first one to tell you. That's exactly what it's going to do once you understand that concept. And it's important to understand this concept so that we can take control of our own lives. And so that we can push it into purpose, so that we can push our lives and our existence into something of meaning. so that we can learn to find that self-validation instead of seeking it from external sources. That's a topic for another video, but so that we can learn to create that self-belief, to create our own sense of self-esteem, to create our own sense of self-confidence, to create that true conviction in who we are as an individual and what we fucking stand for. Because if you don't understand this concept, all those things are never going to come to you. So for you people out there to be a competent caregiver, guardian, parent, we need to understand this for what it truly is. And have a think about it. You think that your children don't feel this? You think even your dogs, you think your dogs don't feel this? One thing that connects us, both humans and dogs, is that we're both social and hierarchical creatures. It's an instinctual way of being to both the human and the dog. It's both ingrained within our genetic makeup. So, if we do not learn how to conduct ourselves in a competent manner, our children and our dogs aren't going to have that individual to be able to put their faith and trust into, which is a very important concept to understand. Because if we cannot give them this competent leader to be able to put their faith and trust into, it's only up to them to try and take this position for themselves, or to shut down worse than us, to shut down worse than what we've already shut down as. Have a think about it. If you're one of these individuals that just validates and negotiates with your own instabilities and allows yourself to live within this existence on a 24/7 basis, how do you think you're ever going to influence the state of the mind of the animal? Sounds like hippie talk, but it's all energy and body language. I was speaking within another conversation. There is no training method that will ever compensate for true guidance and direction for a healthy, competent leader. Because if you do not know how to conduct yourself in the correct manner first and foremost, how are you ever supposed to apply any sort of training method? How are you ever supposed to apply any guidance and direction to your animals? And this even goes to your children. If you do not understand this concept, how are you ever going to be a competent parent, caregiver, or guardian? That confusion, that uncertainty is always going to feed into more confusion and uncertainty. So we need to learn to clear our own path of communication through understanding the importance of bearing the weight of our own personal conduct and our own personal daily practices. Like I said, when you start to understand this concept, think about the changes that it could make for you. Think about the trajectory that it could actually point your life towards when you stop negotiating with all that bitch shit. Because we know, as functioning people of society, of competent individuals, of our friends and of our families, and competent caregivers and guardians of our dogs, we're not going to be that individual that's going to expect that other side of the relationship to bear the weight of our own personal conduct. So for the rest of the video, I'm about to share my workout with you guys and a bit of fun that I was having with the dogs throughout the weekend. So I hope that can keep you entertained. I hope that little bit of food for thought helps. Peace. What? Yeah.